Hey guys, what is up? Shadolance back for another review. I promised that I was going to get the Viper's P90TR review done after my review yesterday of the P90TR SE. Well, I figured I might as well go ahead and do it. This is once again on Prophecy's account. It's not mine. He has the weapon, or, well, had the weapon, and I don't, so... Anyway, looking at the actual gun now, I'm going to hop right into the stats, unlike yesterday when I was kind of dodging it around for a little while just so I could talk about the gun and my preferences. But assuming most of you saw the P90TR SE review, just know that these are going to be very similar guns. First of all, the damage is 36, portability of 75, rate of fire of 82, accuracy of 68, recoil of 72. We're looking at an ammo capacity very unique for a P90 series weapon, 60 of 60. It maintains that two maximum clip capacity, which is normally 50 of 50. However, it has the extra 10 shots on each magazine, giving it a total of 60 of 60 shots. So you're looking at 120 total shots, which is the average total for an SMG. Now, the P90TR SE has been around a lot longer than the Viper's P90TR, the TR SE being one of the very first NX rares available, and when, like I said in the review, it was one of the first one or two to be released into the waves of being customized. However, because the P90TR SE is able to be customized, the Viper's is outclassed by it pretty quickly. The reasons being, first of all, the damage once customized on the P90TR SE is 39, not 36. The portability is 2 points lower, so the Viper's does have a 2-point portability increase. Although it's not too noticeable, it is nice buff for the P90 series, which usually isn't as portable as other SMGs. So, just putting that out there. The rate of fire is 82 on both weapons. However, it can be buffed to 85 on the P90TR SE. The accuracy is 68 by default on the Viper's P90TR, and although it's only 67 by default on the TR SE, it can be buffed to 70. However, the recoil then jumps to 75, and because it's an SMG, the accuracy points may or may not be worth it. It's really entirely up to you on the P90TR SE. I don't believe I talked too much about that yesterday. However, the Viper's does have just the base accuracy 68, recoil 72. But since the whole point of a P90TR is to have very low recoil, it's really up to you whether you want to boost the 3 points of accuracy. In my opinion, I would not boost it because the 3 points you gain in accuracy is not worth the 3 points that you would gain in recoil. So that's my personal preference. Not to mention, both of these variants do have very strange ammo capacities for P90 series weapons. The Viper's, like I said earlier, has the 60 of 60. The P90TR SE, however, has the 50 of 100. So it has 150 total shots, which is another reason that I find the P90TR more formidable. Now, the Viper's P90TR, if I open this up real fast, is available in the Mist N whenever it comes around. It used to be on all the time, not anymore though. It's available in the Mega Mist Crate, the Transport Locker, the Super Specialist case, obviously because it's a spec weapon, it's epic, and it is available in the Mist Epic, Ultimate, Alpha, Victor, and Infinity. Going back to the TRSE from yesterday, the TRSE is available in the P90N, and we can assume that the Vipers would probably be available through there also, although it doesn't say so on the wiki. The Mist N, the Transport Locker, the Mist Crate, Mega Mist Crate, my bad, and the Mist Echo, Papa, Whiskey, and once again the Infinity. So if I had to say, although I wouldn't say don't renew the Viper's P90TR, because in my opinion it is still one of the best epic weapons available. I love the P90 series with good reason. It's quite an OP series in my opinion. I can say the P90 series is easily classifiable as OP, especially the TR variants, and I don't think there's too many people that would argue with me. I mean, you have a weapon with a silencer that has very little damage drop-off, very small recoil, and although the portability and rate of fire aren't quite as high, keep in mind, even though it's not quite as high of a rate of fire, usually averaging around 80 to 82 on the P90 series, it's just not that bad. It's still quite a high fire rate. Think about the M4A1 SOP mod. Although obviously it has the higher damage and even less damage drop-off, it does have that, you know, it's only 77 rate of fire, which is still very fast. So thinking that the P90 series is usually an 80 to 82, or on the TRSE's possibility 85 rate of fire, that's still very fast. Even today's SMGs typically only average around 90. So with this being only 8 points less, I know that is a significant decrease for SMGs in general. It's just not that big of a deal. Also, I think I mentioned this yesterday in the description of my P90TR SE review, but I was kind of sick over the weekend, and although I never actually broke a fever, to be honest, I didn't feel so good, felt kind of weak and stuff, just wasn't feeling up to it so much, but yeah, so my voice is still kind of weird from having a stuffy nose, and yeah, so my voice sounds incredibly strange. I'm actually using my new microphone, if you guys didn't notice. It doesn't have the weird, noise in the background. Sorry, I'm just kind of blanking right here. I think I might as well go ahead and open up the regular P90TR stats as well, so I can quickly compare that to the Vipers. I'm not going to compare it to the SE since I did that yesterday, but the P90TR has a base damage of 35, again, a portability of 73, which is even lower, rate of fire of 82, and which is the same for both of the variants by default, an accuracy of 67, and a recoil of 72, so we're looking at an increase in damage, portability, and accuracy. Yeah. So, and I mean, all in all, even the regular P90TR is quite OP in my opinion. I would still classify it as OP. It still has the low recoil, still has a silencer, and you can still put a scope on it. And like I said in my review yesterday, if you're looking at running in and base raping a whole ton, then I would suggest an iTech scope, but for any other purpose, I would actually suggest an ACOG scope on this. The higher accuracy and the quick spread recovery and the small spread overall makes it very, very easy to tap fire headshots with this gun, and I feel like it would actually be quite useful to do so. I wouldn't say no to that. I do it myself a lot. I'm putting my well, in this case, Prophecy's reflex scope on it this time, but yeah, I actually have the reflex sight myself, and I don't have it for an SMG. I don't know why I didn't buy it for SMGs. I bought the things for assault rifles because I usually find scopes more useful on assault rifles than on SMGs, but that's just my personal opinion. As far as the new gun that got released, the Micro Uzi, I actually have a guy who says he was going to give it to me because he owed me a little bit of money, and he wanted to give a little extra just so he could see the review. He doesn't owe me quite the amount that the Micro Uzi is worth, but yeah, so I think he just wants to see the review, and I will gladly do a review on it. Obviously, I want to get it out as fast as possible. I know it's not the I know I'm getting it out a little bit late if I get it out this week, but or next week. Actually, yeah, if I do it, it's going to be next week. But it will be out before it comes back on for permanent again, so you guys will get to see the review. That much I can at least promise. I will somehow do the review before then. I don't know how, but I will get it done. Now that I think about it, what rank do you unlock the P90 SE at? It's a Colonel 4 or 5? Colonel 5 yet? No. Yeah, Colonel 5. So I need to do a review on the P90 SE, especially since that's customizable as well, I do believe. To be honest, if I look at the regular P90 series, the P90 and the P90 SE, I actually like that scope that comes on it quite a bit, because it's kind of like it has the sprayability of the iTech, but it has the nice little dot that the ACOG has, so it's kind of like a cross between both that I really, really like. And honestly, I wish the other variants of this had it as well. It'd be great if you could have like the Vipers that had the P90TR, the Vipers that had the little scope that the regular P90 has, but then have the SE variant be not with that scope so that you could kind of choose your own scope. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm probably going to get some grief for saying that, but to be honest, that's my personal opinion, so I don't really give a crap what you say. Actually, yeah, I do care what you say, guys. I was just kind of BSing there, but honestly, I kind of like to be able to have variant choice on my other ones, but I think it would be kind of cool to have it on the Vipers. It'd be a reason to want the Vipers over the regular P90TR SE, because there's a lot of people that actually will look for small differences like that. And personally, if I had to say, I like the Viper's color more. I like the little orangish reddish color that it's got. I think that's kind of cool. But as far as I think I forgot to mention that, but in scope, as far as I can tell, the P90TR SE with an iTech scope and the Vipers with this reflex scope act pretty much the same. I can't really see a whole lot of difference between them. And as you can see, I've got the other P90 with me here too, and I probably had the Vipers with me yesterday for that other review. So you should have theoretically been able to, like, see the guns in both reviews. So if you actually do want to see some more gameplay of the Vipers, I'm sure there's at least a little bit in the P90TR SE reviews, so you should be able to see that one as well. Not to mention, I do have the other P90TR review, just the regular TR, available on the channel. It should be reposted by now. I don't have many reposts left to do, guys, so I know I've been posting like 3 or 4 videos a day. That's not going to be around for so much longer, because if you notice, usually at least 1 or 2 of my videos are reposts, and then I'll probably be down to 1 or 2 videos a day. And to be honest, I'm using footage that I recorded quite a while ago, not for all my reviews, but for the vast majority of them, and I just need to record the audio. What I'm doing is I'm recording the video and then the audio once I'm ready to put the review out, so that's what I'm doing. So the footage isn't all brand spanking new, but the audio is, so I'm recording this like right before I upload it. So this review will go out the day after I record this audio, so that's just the way it works. But it looks like I'm running out of time for this review, guys. Thank you for watching, and I really do appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. I've been getting a lot more recently, getting a lot of new subs, getting a lot of new viewers. My view count has been going up a lot daily, so I'm really happy to see that. But thank you guys for the loyalty. I really do appreciate that. Backstar's been on a couple of times since, and I've been able to say hi to him. He's been kind of weird recently, but that's about all I can really say. Thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review. Shadolance out.